Hi, this is Brendan, and thanks for listening to the Collect Call. Holly and I recorded this episode about 2 weeks ago, before the massacre at Pulse nightclub in Orlando. And I guess I don't know what it is about Proper 7, but it's a collect that I don't think I'll ever forget, because among the phrases in the prayer, it says, "O Lord, you never fail to help and govern those whom you have set upon the sure foundation of your loving kindness." Last year, this collect was said on the Sunday following the murder of 9 people in a Bible study at Emmanuel Church. And this year, it's after another mass murder that feels like a punch in the gut. What does that mean, that God never fails to help and govern those set on the sure foundation of His loving kindness? I've been repeating that question to myself as I've prepared to edit the show this past few days. And I don't know that I have any answer, just a couple of thoughts. God gave us, for better or worse, free will. We're not chess pieces in some big game that God is playing. So, when we say that God governs those set on the sure foundation of His loving kindness, we're not saying, I don't think, that God is controlling our every action. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth and all that lives upon the earth, and He called it good. And then 6 chapters into Genesis, we see God regretting having made man on the earth. But we know that the Bible is a lot more than 6 chapters long, and the remainder of the story is not the story of God's destruction or control of creation, but of God's love in spite of regret. It's free will that allows us to create beautiful things, great art, architecture, friendships, families, communities, songs. But free will also means having destructive impulses, war, murder, terrorism, abuse. I can't pretend to know where God is in all that. But I do know that in our sufferings, God has joined us. Jesus Christ, God's own Son, died. What does it mean to help and govern? I don't know, but I do wonder if in some of the stories in Orlando, we don't see God strengthening people in their final moments to be their best selves. A son reaching out in fear to tell his mother that he loves her. A friend who escaped from the club, going back to rescue a friend and dying herself. I don't know much about these people. I know that they are much more than their final moments. But I wonder about the grace God gave them. Where is God in all this? Well, Jesus' first miracle was turning water into wine to keep a party going. So, I think about him in the club. Where is God in all this? When did we ever see Jesus run away? He's dead on the floor. And where is God in all this, the living God? I think of the lines of people around blocks waiting to give their own blood away. These are not words of comfort or explanation. Everything doesn't happen for a reason. But while we have time, we do have free will, and while we can't choose everything, our circumstances, the randomness of life, who we love, we can, as friend of the show Regina Heater put it in a Facebook post, we can choose to love, Choose love.